Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we have some effery to get into, because when you're dealing with narcissists like Tasha K and Martell Holt, you know, this is what happens, right? This is what happens. So Love Amira Chancellor, you guys know why you're here. As you know, since over the weekend, Tasha K and Martell have been promoting this quote-unquote tell-all interview, no holds bar. They kept lying about what day this interview was going to come out. First, it was going to come out on Sunday to take shine away from Melody Cherie's event with Carlos King. Next, it was going to come out earlier this week. Then there was another post that was like, oh, I'm short-staffed and it'll be out either Wednesday or Friday. And so now we get this post, which Martell, as you can see, is gleefully, you know, reposting to his social media, saying the foolishness, and all this time y'all thought that she was the victim. Hashtag men cry in silence. Are you kidding me? So we are going to get into it, you guys. So it says the following. It says, PSA winos up to date due to the graphic nature of the receipts that what Martell Holt provided us to support his truth in our interview. Tonight we will release 2 versions of the interview, and on Friday a 3rd version with emails and texts. The version tonight on YouTube will feature his story with blurred visuals, alleged graphic videos of domestic violence occurrences done by his ex-wife, hashtag Melody Holt, which is prohibited on YouTube and on TashaKLive.com. You will see those graphic videos in full and unedited. Both shows will go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Hashtag Martell Holt says that he is done protecting his ex-wife. See y'all tonight, you guys. So we've got to get into this. First and foremost, what happened to the gag order that Martell Holt was supposedly under, that he was not allowed to say anything in regards to Melody Cherie Rogers, that he was not allowed to reference her or discuss her, or he would be in trouble since the Revenge P arrest is an active case currently, you guys. What happened to that gag order? Why are you going on interviews with Tasha K if you're under a gag order, allegedly, right? Number 2, if all this alleged abuse really took place, Martell, and you were just recently trying to get sole custody of the kids, trying to get access to Melody Cherie Rogers' financial information, and all of the things, if you have this footage and you have these receipts of quote-unquote this alleged abuse, that would have been immediate grounds for this judge who liked you anyways, for you to be awarded sole custody of the kids. So either this is completely, you know, smoke and mirrors, or your side chick decided to put on a wig and pretend that she was Mel. Because nothing else makes sense as to why we're hearing about this now. All of this is just tactical and ways to use to try to intimidate Melody Cherie and hope she drops the case, is what is what my opinion is. You know, first, Martell did not like the narrative that, you know, he was exposed for cheating. So first he tried to expose his friends. He tried to expose Marceau and Maurice. The people weren't buying it because they allegedly do not have mistresses who, you know, have nothing to lose. They themselves allegedly have things to lose, so therefore they're not going to come forward and corroborate anything or go on the show because they do not want the treatment that Martell's mistress is getting, number 1. So once that didn't work, once, you know, those storylines fizzled out, then it's now pushing the false narrative that Mel cheated, that if, you know, I cheated on her, it was because she cheated on me. No. We know men do not accept women cheating. Like, we know if Mel really cheated on you, you would have been gone a long time ago. Because men, their ego cannot handle women cheating on them. They cannot do it. Some men may forgive you, but a lot of them, they will always think about that. They will always think about what you did with that other dude, and they will check out and want nothing to do with you romantically anymore.
So this notion that Mel cheated is completely and utter bogus, and it's again another deflection to take away from Martell's cheating, for him to justify cheating, right? As if he hasn't spent years cheating on his ex-wife and disrespecting the marriage and getting his side chick pregnant, right? All throughout this marriage, right? But is trying to bring up some alleged incident, is tapping Melody Cherie's phones and trying to record her and trying to get her caught in something so that he can try to reveal to other people. Like, it's too much. And so now that Melody Cherie has exposed the revenge P, now that Melody Cherie, you know, has mentioned how she's not protected and has, you know, said that she is not here, you know, for supporting, you know, any type of abuse of any kind, now all of a sudden, Martell wants to go the DV route and accuse his ex-wife of foolishness. It's all tit for tat in hopes that Melody Cherie stands down and drops the case. But now, all holds barred, everything is on the table, you guys. Now it's time to go nuclear. Melody Cherie has been too kind to this man because she was thinking about the well-being of her children. But the problem is, when you are dealing with the narcissist and you are dealing with somebody who can't handle the fact that you left them for good and that you legally changed your name so you had nothing to do with them outside of the 4 children you share together, he is going to spend the rest of his life trying to destroy you. That's how this works, you guys. He is going to spend the rest of his life trying to destroy Melody Cherie, and he doesn't care if it hurts the kids. He doesn't care who it hurts, as long as he feels he's getting some type of revenge. As long as he feels he gets enough people to tune in and, you know, see these lies be displayed, you guys. That's what we're dealing with. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, the only way this is going to stop is if Martell is behind bars for an extended period of time, or if something worse happens to him. Like if we're keeping it a buck of what they do to you on the show at Traders at the end of every episode. Like, if we're keeping it a buck, those are the only 2 things that are going to happen to Martell for him to stop. Because for whatever reason, him and his mistress think that they can keep going toe to toe. And I don't understand this notion of just spending the rest of your life trying to destroy your ex-wife and trying to destroy the mother of your 4 kids. If Melody Cherie was this violent and abusive person that you are alleging, why don't you have custody of the kids right now? Why aren't you the primary parent right now? If that's the case. If Melody Cherie is all of these things, right? And screw Tasha K for once again having somebody else on her platform just blatantly lying. You can fabricate receipts, you can fabricate text messages, you can fabricate phone call history, you can even fabricate videos, you guys. You can use deep fakes and AI technology to do all kinds of stuff. So why are we supposed to believe this now when you tried to go for sole custody already? Tasha K just wants to get sued, because for me, if it was me, I'd be suing everybody at this point. I'd be suing everybody for defamation, for slander, for all of this foolishness, because this is utterly insane. And Tasha K has still not learned her lesson from Cardi B, who has now found her secret accounts, her secret, places that she was trying to transfer money into her husband's name and other people's name, and offshore accounts and the like. And, trying to use this website that nobody paid for is also a source of income to try to hide money from Cardi B. Kevin Hart is suing her. And, potentially Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith may still sue her for, again, using her platform for people to just go on there and lie. For people to just go on there and lie. Their own extortion tactics didn't work. Their own threats didn't work. So their last resort is to go on Tasha K and just lie. And just flat out lie on people because they know people are going to tune in to Tasha K's platform. But again, this is all bogus. This is all BS. Once again. And I cannot for the life of me understand, the smart thing would have been to shut up, number one. But clearly we're dealing with somebody who is obsessed with fame. Who is obsessed with fame, who is obsessed with attention, right? So this was always going to be the plan of action. Anytime Melody Cherie has something going on, especially if it's a big event, out comes Martell from the bushes, trying to orchestrate something. Either him or his side chick. They're going to come out the bushes to try to orchestrate something to get themselves attention. And the way Tasha K was promoting this made it seem like this interview was going to come out ASAP on Sunday ahead of Melody Cherie's live podcast event with Carlos King. But here's what happened. Nobody was subscribing to Tasha K Live. Nobody was paying the money to Tasha K Live, which is why it is also airing tonight on YouTube. Which is the same thing that happened with the side chick who spoke to her a couple of years ago in January as well. Also aired on YouTube because nobody's paying for this website. So you have to generate the views somehow, right? That was always the thing. That's what the wait was for, you guys. Regardless of whatever tea people try to spill to you, that's what this was. She could not get the subscribers on Tasha K Live. That is why it's going to be on YouTube. And I always felt it was going to be on YouTube. I did not buy that foolishness. Hopefully none of you fell for the trap and actually subscribed to Tasha K Live, because I knew it was always going to be available for free. I knew it was going to be available for free. The world knows you're a liar. So outside of your loyal winos, who else is going to pay for this? Other than the pick-me's who still have a crush on Martell. And there's some pick-me's in the comments of this Instagram post that I do not understand, who are trying to take Martell's side, who think that this is true, who think this is legit, and all these other things. And apparently, Tasha K says that Martell's going to talk about his arrest too, and all this other stuff. Like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? And this is what I mean. So many people are so male identified. And if Letitia and Kimmy still stick up for Martell after this, like it's done. It is absolutely done, you guys. Because if they say one more time that Martell is a good man and that Martell Holt is misunderstood and all of these other things, it's going to be a war, you guys. It is absolutely going to be a war. But again, like I said, all of this is intimidation in hopes that Melody Cherie backs down from the latest case that they are involved in, and hopes that continuing to destroy her and destroy her name and destroy her reputation and destroy everything that she's worked for until Melody Cherie completely crumbles and drops all charges and all things against him is going to happen. He's never going to end this, you guys. He is never going to end this. And the worst part of all of this, besides the lies and the hurt and the pain that this is causing Melody Cherie and her family and her friends and her loved ones and those who support her the most, the kids are suffering too, you guys. Because at some point, if not already, the kids are going to be old enough to hear about their parents in school. And they're going to be old enough one day to Google all of these interviews that Martell has done, that their dad has done, completely slandering and disrespecting their mom. Also, the interview with the side chick, completely slandering and disrespecting their mom. And they're going to want to disown themselves from Martell. They're never going to want to talk to him again. They're never going to want to see him again. And now he's trying to paint this narrative that he is a domestic violence victim. But if that was the case, where are the receipts? Where were the receipts during this custody battle? Because we know the judge, since she refused to go against the 50-50 custody, we know she would have immediately awarded you sole custody with how biased she has been in your favor. So again, what is happening? And the worst of this, hasn't even happened, you guys. I mean, we don't even know if this is preemptive, if Martell Holt is officially done at Love and Marriage Huntsville, if this is an attempt at another storyline to try to stay on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Where is Carlos King in all of this? Because Melody Cherie put him on blast and let him know she did not even feel protected by these production teams on the show, to the point that she has to have bodyguards and, security and therapists on site anytime she has to film scenes now with her ex-husband. And it's to the point that they're just full-time now because they don't know what type of crazy or wackadoo stuff is going to happen, to where they may just call Martell and tell him to just show up somewhere. I'm actually surprised he didn't show up to, Melody Cherie's event on Sunday, but maybe he couldn't, maybe Tasha K didn't pay for his flight in time to get back or something. I don't know. But nonetheless, this cannot continue, you guys. This cannot continue. This is a narcissist. This is somebody who is, physically, mentally, emotionally abusive, to where when they don't get their way, They go completely off the rails, and you can give them grace all you want to, but then they take that and they run with it, and they keep seeing how far they can go, how much they can try to do to destroy you before you take action. And that's where we are right now. We're at the end of the road with Martell, who has ran out of all of the other options that he is exhausted. So he is just going to continue to come up with anything that slanders and defames his ex-wife, because he cannot get anything done financially for himself outside of the check that he gets for the show. So this is all that he has for attention. It is just completely maligning and coming after his ex-wife, who's done nothing but give him all this grace, who's done nothing but try to, you know, be the bigger person in all of this. But now all of that's over, you guys. All of that is over. I would be having the best legal team ever, the legal team that the celebrities use, and I would be going completely, you know, no holds barred. Everything is on the table now. Whether it is jail time, whether it is restraining orders, whether it is defamation and slander lawsuits, whatever it is, we're just throwing the book at you at this point, because this is disgusting. And the kids do not deserve this. The kids didn't ask for this. The kids didn't ask to be brought into this. And unfortunately, at some point in time, if not already, they're going to be aware of this. And that's the part that's awful in all of this, because Mel has done such a great job with these kids, you know, to raise them and for them to just be, you know, intelligent and innocent children and all these things. And they have a father who is completely out of his mind. They have a father who cannot accept defeat. They have a father that cannot accept that his ex-wife does not want him anymore. So again, he's going to continue this smear campaign in hopes that it has Melody Cherie stand down. And here's the thing. We've gone too far now. We've gone too far with these new DV allegations. And I cannot again stress enough how ridiculous Tasha K looks, completely and utterly, you know, entertaining this madness. Entertaining this foolishness on her platform. Her platform now is just known as for people who want to go on there and lie. Why do you want that to be associated with your name and reputation? But this is what happens when people have sold their souls, you guys. This is what happens when people have sold their souls. They have nothing to lose. They do not care what you think about them. They will do anything for the clicks and the views and the attention, even if at the expense of people who they formerly, you know, were allegedly supposed to be cool with. But all of that goes out of the window if they feel they can get a bigger story, even if it's a lie. And here's the thing. Tasha K is the one who sought out Martell, you guys, because she was the one pretending to be all sympathetic and all these things about his arrest. And putting out that narrative that she doesn't believe that Martell did anything wrong to Melody Cherie. Just completely trying to immediately cape for this man. So she is just as culpable, in my opinion, as Martell for this foolishness, because none of this needed to be broadcast. And it's just sickening, because unfortunately there are going to be people who do not like Melody Cherie that are going to believe this, that are going to try to push this narrative. And it's disgusting. People who are male identified who will believe these lies when Martell has had years to present this to the court. The same court where the judge keeps ruling in his favor. Make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Are you guys tuning into this foolishness that is going to be airing tonight on YouTube at 7? Nonetheless, one way or the other, I will have access to this interview to give my reaction to it, but I am just disgusted. Beyond. I am beyond just disgusted. When people were saying that they were going to be talking about, Martell was going to be wasting his time talking about the Scott's alleged mistresses, I was like, come on. Come on now. All Martell has to talk about is his ex-wife. All the other stuff, none of that stuff worked. He's been trying since season 1 to quote-unquote expose the Scotts and their alleged mistresses, and nobody cares. Because none of them want the smoke that Martell's mistress has. So again, it's back to slandering Melody Cherie. And here's the thing, this side chick's a moron, because there's no way that I would stay involved with a man who 24/7 is obsessed with his ex-wife. If you're this obsessed with her, why don't you try getting her back? Oh yeah, you did, and it didn't work. So now you're on this campaign. And it's completely and utterly insane, you guys. Completely and utterly insane. But there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.